So, as you can see, I am going to stream the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Um, Hopefully you can hear me. I tried to check the sound and it seemed like I had the game sounds low enough, but um, yeah, we'll see. So it's been a long time since I've streamed. I put one of our cats down earlier this year, like end of January, so I was not feeling super motivated to do anything. But with this new game that came out, I decided I would start streaming again.
I'm stronger now because of the pain.
I replayed the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order because I couldn't really remember what was going on. So
failure's not the end.
We'll see how this is. Sounded like maybe PC was a little could be a little bit choppy. Seemed like some of the optimization was not working super well. But I'm hoping my 3070 Ti will be up to the challenge. So the only thing I can think of that might bottleneck me is kind of have a little bit of an older processor. I need to get a new one at some point, but we'll see. Seems like it's doing okay right now. And let's see, I turned the volume down quite a bit on my computer, but it was still decently loud. So let's turn that down a little bit. Let's turn down the effects a little bit too. Just curious what it put it to. Oh yeah, they didn't have human dismemberment in the other one. You could dismember robots, but not people. And I also find it interesting how they put in the arachnophobia setting. When I played Grounded, you could change like how much that effect was in effect. You could have like spiders with only 6 legs or 4 legs or whatever, all the way to they were just kind of like round blobs that like floated around. So let's go like a medium difficulty. So I feel like night's pretty standard. I don't think I'll do any line skipping. I usually don't if it's my first playthrough. I like to hear everything that's going on. Excuse me, I can get that my mute on fast enough before I sneezed. Apologize. Excuse me, I keep sneezing. Can see a little bit of frame rate dropping. But not during cinematics. It always gets a little sketchier when you start doing some actual fighting, get some particles and shit flying around, so we'll see. Sounded like they were working on getting a patch out as soon as they could to help the PCs out, but seemed like maybe even for like high-end PCs, yeah, there's some frame drop in there. Maybe some of the older CPUs, which I'm kind of worried about because mine's a Core i5. I want to say it's like 10. Maybe it's not 10 something. I can't remember. It's a little bit older. I think I upgraded my motherboard and processor like 5 years ago or so. So.
Believe the rumors. The Jedi. We brought them in
Yeah,
alive.
it's dipping a little bit every once in a while.
You're clear to move along. Wouldn't want to keep the senator waiting.
Well, and streaming probably doesn't help. I probably really should work on getting a better processor if I'm gonna stream.
So, where's the handoff?
Oh, jeez.
Sure.
Yeah.
From taking our prisoner and chucking us into a sky lane.
I'm dropping down to like 30.
Sidestepping Inquisitors, one-upping Vader. The guy's playing a dangerous game.
Ooh, is that... Let's see. I have motion blur on. I hate motion blur. Let's maybe turn the ray tracing off. That might help. And let's turn that shit off. I hate this stuff. I don't know why they insist on having the... Ooh, that's quite a bit darker with like without the ray tracing, isn't it? It's interesting. Sorry, I'm just kind of playing with stuff. I will get on with it here in a second. I was just kind of curious. It's quite a difference, but I'm only going out like... Let's maybe turn some of this stuff down a little bit as well. I don't care about foliage detail as much. Let's see, let's turn that off. I should really start like learning what some of this stuff is. Like I still don't always know what VSync means. Like I know what syncs it with like your monitor, frame rates of your monitor, but I don't always know if that's like a great thing or not.
I'll lay yourself.
Yeah. Interesting. Still not running very smooth though, man. Maybe this won't be a very good stream until they can fix that. Or, I guess it could be my processor. There's always like different factors, I guess, that go into. Maybe we'll try balanced. See if that'll help me a little bit too. Because, I mean, you want stuff to look good, but it's not going to look very good if your frame rates are dropping all the time, which mine still are.
These streets are now closed by
And I'm being kind of futzy. Let's do default. Let's change her. All this stuff might get better too once they put out that patch where things are a little bit more stable.
Like rats in a maze. I don't like it.
Man, still only able to get 30 with all that?
As long as I get paid.
That's still not very good. Oops, that's what I wanted to do. Damn it. Ultra performance? Oh, Jesus. That... How did that make that worse? I don't know. I might not be able to stream this very well. I can... Everything is gonna look fuzzy and stutter. I don't know if this will be worth doing right now. Especially while he's moving, everything looks extremely fuzzy. I stop, things look a little bit better, but not a whole lot better.
Not according to the propaganda.
I don't know. I might have to just play on my own and stream on another day, because this is not great. If I turn that off. Again, I don't always know if like VSync is like a good thing or a bad thing or what. So it's a little hard to tell. But I mean, those settings earlier was what it said was optimal for my setup, so I don't know. God, look how fuzzy he looks though. Why is he so fuzzy?
I'm going.
Can't believe I'm about to meet a senator.
Yeah, changing the settings really doesn't seem to change the frame rates at all. Turning it higher almost kind of helps a little bit. It keeps it at least above 30. Whereas like lowering the settings is dropping it down to like 25. But I just don't understand why his face is so fuzzy. I don't know if it's because of his beard, or he looks almost like some of those games when they have like fur on an animal and how they try to like show like every single hair on it. It looks weird. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It actually does seem a little bit better on the higher settings for whatever reason. Still not great.
The rest of you will stay here.
That wasn't the deal.
Deals change.
Not this one. I come along,
Everyone has this weird hail of a fuzzer on them. But, I don't know. They're trying to fix it, so.
So where'd you find him?
Night market.
We'll
He's trying to buy a
deal
trade
for now. I apologize. I don't know if it's a game or if it's something else, but
When the senator gets a hold of
I
you, you'll wish you were dead.
don't think this would be an issue with like my processor. It definitely shouldn't be an issue with like my graphics card, so I'm going to assume it's some weird things with the game.
This way, Jedi.
But even still, like,
Mind your business.
this being everything on high, everyone still looks kind of weirdly fuzzy, so I don't know if that's part of the issue too. I only saw that it was like an issue with frame rate drops and stuff, not necessarily the visuals themselves, but I didn't like look super hard into everything, so.
Is the district secure?
I played Fallen Order on PlayStation 5, and I got this. I almost pre-ordered Survivor on PlayStation 5, but then I decided, well, I was like, well, fuck, I have my 3070. I haven't really utilized it other than play like The Witcher or Cyberpunk and stuff. Like, so it's gonna be probably a pretty graphic intense game, a pretty game, so I changed my mind to put it on PC, but this is just what happens with all new games. I always have little hiccups when they first come out. People get so spicy about it. Like, just even like when I did the Diablo 4 open beta, everyone got so spicy and like, oh my gosh, you had to wait. I mean, the first day, yeah, you had to wait like an hour or more for the key, but they got that straightened out after a few hours. But everyone was mad that there was a queue at all. It's like, people, I think, were confused that by pre-ordering it, they got early access beta, not early access to the game. So people were super pissed of like, I paid extra money for the early access and it's not working. Which I don't get the paying more, because I don't think I paid more for access to the early access to the beta. I think you just had to pre-order it, so I don't really understand that part either, as everyone claiming that they paid more money. I don't think you had to. So, but whatever, I don't know. People get spicy about funny things.
What is this thing? This relic of a corrupt institution destroyed by its own acts.
Sorry, I kind of talked through that and I wasn't paying super close attention.
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind if I deliver you to him in pieces.
Sounds like a bunch of propaganda and stuff floating around about the Jedi, I assume.
Got classified military intel stored on your yacht. And you just brought it right to me.
Yeah, fuzzy.
Thanks, BD.
You'll burn for this.
That's mine.
Stop the Jedi!
See, that's the other thing. Like,
You want to keep going? Stop slipping away.
like I'm playing with a PlayStation 5 controller. Like, I don't understand why they don't have this in games. Where, like, why is it set up for Xbox?
Come on out.
I know it's a Microsoft thing, but jeez.
Come on, hit him. Down there. I think I can catch him. Do you think he's a... There.
I'm going to the menu again, but I was just going to see if I needed to change the controller. Because sometimes, like, they will have options like, what are you playing with? It does not seem like it has that, so only controls are gonna be wrong. But that's fine. Just played this game, so kind of remember what everything is. I just want everything to stop being fuzzy.
Not so fast, Senator. Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us. He's coming a little hot. Oh, really hot! Hold on! It's okay.
Yeah, the EMP cuts out all electrics, so...
Gotta get to that yacht. That was a close one, buddy.
Oof, that looks terrible, doesn't
It's
it?
not your fault. Catch up with the yacht.
Doc, where's the senator? His yacht's gone. See it? Negative. Call it in. What about the prisoner? Could be with the senator. Or he fell. I want confirmation before the senator's comms are back online. See anything? Nothing yet. There should be an entire platoon on these docks by now. What was that?
Gotta go, BD.
There it is! Take him out!
Can you jump up yet? Yep, don't forget to check for any...
I can't open it. You don't have anything for it, do you? We gotta find that yacht before the Empire does.
I mean, it's right there. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I going?
Is it safe up here?
Whatever intel the Senator's got stashed, I hope it's worth the risk. You never give up hope, do you, buddy?
I do try to check in, or at least in the last game, all the little different areas and stuff. I didn't always spend like a ton of time on like uncovering the entire map, but I got most of the, the planets to like 100%. I don't know, Zepho, I didn't. I don't know why it seemed a little convoluted, and the map's always been a little bit difficult. Or at least it was with this game, or the last game. As far as telling like where you're at and whatnot. So, oh, there it is. I was like, I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'm really glad they got rid of that whole like hit left trigger to climb. It's like, why would I be jumping on that if I didn't want to just climb? Like, it's the only thing you can do with that. That always drove me crazy. Like, just making an automatic climb. So I'm glad they got rid of that.
We can rest there.
I don't like this that I have to jump up to go over the ledges. That should just be like an automatic thing, but... I do have a skill point. This is kind of cool. So it sounded like there are 5 different lightsaber skills. And like, what is it? Oh, give me one moment. I need to take a call. Okay, sorry. I had to take that call. It was from my boss. Let's go back. Okay, so I got a skill. A little lunge skill. Oh, still super fuzzy. Wonder how much different would it be if I turned it up to epic? Yeah, it doesn't really look any different or run any different. Like my frame rates. Shit, my frame rates are actually getting a little bit better. I'm up to like 40 frames per second instead of like 32. So I don't know, man. They got. I think this is a them issue, balancing issue. So, but it's fine. It happens. What's this? I'm sure they'll get a patch out pretty quickly. We will just have to bear with some fuzziness.
Clear out. Senator's orders. Oh, that's it. Blast them.
So, which means I might not. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't stream for too terribly long if it's gonna look a little not so great and be a little choppy. But I'd like to play the game. I don't want to get too far ahead. Just trying to bring people along with the journey as much as I could. But I'm sure they'll get something out here pretty soon. The next day or two. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, why doesn't he just jump up on his own?
What are we looking for? Suspect's male.
I guess if you wanted to...
27.
Whoops, that's the wrong button.
Stand your ground. Direct hit.
Oops, that's right, going out of force.
Whip up now.
See, that's what I hate when they put different buttons on stuff. So I gotta remember what the stupid Xbox controls are. Like, Microsoft should just make shit compatible. Like, not everybody uses your shit. And the fact that I have a PC at all means I still support you in some sort of way. So just make your shit compatible with my PlayStation controller. Stop being a turd about it.
It's beautiful.
Okay, that's where I came up.
Where did you come from? I can't get an angle.
Oh, it almost dropped on top of me. He always has a weird wide running stance. I noticed that on like the other game too. Like, kind of has this like bow-legged run where it looks like he's got a poop. That's kind of nice that they added the collectibles and stuff. But
There's
their
the
maps were not great. I'm hoping they're a bit better.
Spirit BD.
But I saw on some videos that it was a little bit better, but still kind of confusing. At least they have. I do like that they added the like little yellow, you know, this is where you've been sort of thing, so you can kind of tell if you're backtracking and whatnot. That is nice. That is more helpful. I mean, I don't believe in making it everything super easy for people, but I also hate like um I want to say like one of the parts on Dathomir, like I think when that big giant bat attacks you, uh there's kind of a section that you miss because it like attacks you. I think it's like as you're going up the cliff and it knocks you from the cliff, but there's something on top of the cliff. There's some collectibles up there and stuff. And so I had to go back, but then it was just like super convoluted as far as like how do I get back down to the swamp and then get over here to this cliff area to come back up. And it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of annoying. Um, so I don't know. So yeah, I don't believe in making everything, you know, spoon feeding people, but I really don't like getting lost. Like, don't make simple things harder just so that you can, you know, just to make it a harder game, you know, like, I don't know. Make the combat harder and things like that. Make the puzzles harder, but not navigating the fucking map.
I see him.
A lot of crime on the streets these days. I thought I was going to see less action on Coruscant. An enemy here? We're losing men.
Okay, in the other game it was like you had to hold an attack, but now they just kind of made it as part of it. So that's kind of nice.
There he is. Shoot to kill.
That's a little nicer too. So before you could, I mean, maybe in the other game you could
Getting closer.
reflect those. I felt like you could only really block them, but maybe I just wasn't doing it very well.
Don't look down.
Got you, traitor.
We assume that's got to be a friend.
What took you so long?
Oh, you know, just hanging out, taking in the sights. Been a while since I was on Coruscant. Thanks, bud.
Part of the job, Custis.
I'm pretty sure that is the same voice actor for
When I saw the dock collapse, I thought this heist might be over real quick.
Why make it easy for him?
Red Dead Redemption. I think it was like the Indian
Bravo
dude.
said no
I can't
comments.
remember his name.
Problems it is.
I was trying to remember yesterday what other like big game that he voice acts in. Maybe it was Cyberpunk or something. I can't remember. But he's got a pretty like distinctive deep voice. So let me double check up here, make sure I didn't pass a collectible or something.
Poob and Liz are probably starving by now.
Hungry Klatooinians. Ooh, we don't want that.
Remind me to tell you about the Corita job sometime.
Looks like that factory stopped the yacht. I call that a win.
No gunships. Crew must be making mischief.
Let's not keep them waiting. across.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm looking around. I don't want to come back to places. Oops.
Think you can knock down that crate?
Worth a shot.
That jetpack's handy.
Remind me to tell you how I got it sometime.
Yeah, I kind of want a jetpack.
Who taught you to move like that?
My master. Every time I fell, he got me back on my feet.
Sounds like a good teacher to me. Stormtrooper patrol.
Looking for us.
Better us than the yacht, yeah?
What was that weird thing? Yeah, what the hell is that? Oh, yeah, what's this shiny?
Found something.
I get half, right?
Really? It's too slippery for you to... Tell him to interact with so I can get up there. What is that? I was like, do I jump down here? Can I have it? Oh, okay. It's like, I feel like these are the right grades to like be able to climb on and stuff, but it wasn't really latching onto or anything, so.
See that cable?
On it, Kestis.
Oh. It's like sometimes I don't notice thing unless BD like comes back to me and it's like, oh, he was doing something. BD materials. Well, let's take a look. Always a fan of red myself. It's like, I can't tell if he doesn't have the beard because his face is too fuzzy. Let's see what else can I don't have any hair yet. Can I not customize BD? Yeah, just says Cal for now. I'm giving a BD customization if I can't use it. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. Maybe I gotta change it like a workbench or something. that would make sense.
Bucketheads below. No going around them.
Then we go through them.
Already when you are, Kestis. They're onto us.
This must be a pretty big get too, like to be part of like Red Dead Redemption and this, like
We'll do this together.
that's, I mean, just a big get for this kid too. That's Kestis. Like these are some really big roles. And
Sure thing.
universes that have, you know, Perspire, right bumper. Excuse me. Universes that have, you know, a lot of fans and following, and I mean, especially the Star Wars universe. I mean, that's been around for generations. I honestly don't know much about the Star Wars universe. My education is mostly just, you know, the movies. Oh. Is that one of those grapple points I saw on one of the videos? That must be it for when I come back sometime. I don't even know if I've seen like the third movie of the newest trilogy.
Let's try up that way.
But
Quit reading my mind, Jedi.
I don't know. I saw the episodes, the 4, 5, and 6. You know, growing up as a kid. Well, I mean, not the originals. Obviously, didn't grow up in the 70s. I grew up in the 90s. But you know, that was kind of the only Star Wars stuff you really had still. You know, there hadn't really been any, I guess, I don't think there had been any new Star Wars movies until, like, episodes 1, 2, and 3, and that was, like, 2000s, I want to say. So, so yeah, I grew up on kind of the originals, and, so, yeah, I don't know. I mostly just know stuff from the movies. My boyfriend has not seen, I think he saw, like, episode 1, like the new one with about Anakin and everything. And he was kind of like, whatever. So he is yet to see any of like any of the originals, any of the older ones. Which I don't know. In my opinion, will always be the best ones. I mean, I saw a couple of the Ray, is that her name? Like, but yeah, I don't think I saw the last one. So, and they're good. I mean, they're good, you know, action movies, but I don't know. And I know, like, what was it, Return of the Jedi was with the Ewoks? I know the Ewoks kind of got a lot of hate for whatever reason, but I don't know. So maybe it was because I was a kid when I watched it. I liked it. Well, I think I've heard there's almost like a weird,
These days, just being outside's asking for trouble.
what do you call it? I don't say deviation, but it's like, if you saw those episodes, if you saw the original movies when you were a kid, then you loved the Ewoks because, you know, they remind you of your teddy bear, you know, they were cute, they were easy to like as a kid. But if you saw the original movies when you're an adult, they just seemed silly. So it kind of depends on what age you were when you saw them, depends on their likability, I guess, which, I mean, makes sense, but I don't know. we named one of our
Locked down.
named one of our cats Wicket after the little Ewok when I was a kid growing up. So. But yeah, I've never read any of the books. I probably should. I actually was looking for something new to read anyways.
Speaking of trouble, let's avoid that patrol.
Agreed.
Get better feel of what the universe is, and I mean there's so many stories. I think they're finally starting to branch out in that now that Disney owns, you know, Lucasfilms has the rights to all of this, and they're starting to branch out into some of the books and whatnot, and you know, there's more interest or not more interesting, but there are other interesting stories in the universe other than just the Skywalker saga, you know. So, though I think I heard a friend say that they were
Use a stim.
kind of like, oops, they were like kind of erasing the parts of the Skywalker
Droids.
saga, as part of just like the canon lore or something, which seems really bizarre to me. I have no idea why you would do that, since that was the saga that kind of put this whole thing on the map, you know? Like,
You never should have crossed us.
I don't know.
Thanks,
I feel
BB.
like that's one of the most well-known and important, maybe not necessarily important, because I guess I don't know. I haven't read the books. I don't know if maybe there is more interesting things that go on in the universe. But I just feel like, as somebody that is just kind of a dabbler, that is the story that I know the best. So I don't know why you would just be like, we're just gonna ignore that whole storyline and you pretend that it didn't exist. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But whatever. I don't know if it's sort of just like a palate cleanser because people perhaps because people disliked the newer not the newest ones, but like the episode 1, 2, and 3. Seemed like it kind of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth and made everyone a little bit more dubious about the very newest ones with Rey and Kylo Ren and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if it was a way to kind of clear the air, let's go in like a totally fresh new way or something. I don't know. I don't understand. Or maybe it has nothing to do with that. Maybe it was just, it's all about making money. I'm sure that's usually what it's about, you know, the money. But I don't know. Like I said, I honestly don't know too terribly much. But yeah, that just seems weird to get rid of that whole storyline. Don't have like the BD slice. I can make the robots fight for me.
I think BD wants you to knock that down.
Now I'm taking orders from a droid.
I don't think there's any collectibles over here. I might call this stream at like an hour,
Yeah, that's what the Empire
just cause like this fuzziness is kind of driving me crazy, and
Side of anymore.
I don't. I mean, maybe it'll be better if I stopped streaming, but I kind of doubt it. I think it's, yeah, they just need to put a patch out, which they're working on. So, but it's, I don't know. It's kind of like messing with my eyes, honestly. Oh, there was a huge frame drop. Holy crap! I almost missed that. Oh, it looks fine on the stream. Okay, because like.
How long you been working with Saw Gerrera?
There's just like this weird halo of fuzz,
I
like
can tell you impressed him.
all around his body and like everyone's body. I don't know. So, but I mean, if it looks okay in the stream and it's keeping up, then I maybe it'll be fine. Yeah, and that's why I was kind of thinking about maybe I'll make this a short stream, because I don't know, if I'm gonna watch something, kind of want to watch something that looks nice. I mean, even if I know like it's not anything to do with the streamer's equipment, it's, I don't know. I mean, I got the game on PC, so it looked really nice, and it doesn't right now. So yeah, I don't know. I might cut it a little bit short today, and I'm assuming they'll probably get that patch out pretty quick. Like, I bet they'll have something out over the weekend. At least, yeah, which I think EA is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, with the weekend coming out, I mean, every day one, every game has got issues. Like, I'm not upset at all, but I would think with the weekend, and you know that people have the weekends off, like there's gonna be a lot of players, that they would get it done pretty quick. So, oh, thanks for, yeah, they are pretty cute. Yeah, they're pretty spoiled. Yeah, unfortunately, you won't see any more videos of the Hachi cat, the little toy gear, the striped one, because she passed away back in January. But Boris, usually I have him streaming with me because he's got a little cat house that's like right next to my desk. So there's usually a little square in the bottom corner that shows him. But I don't know what he was doing. I don't know, Boris things. Other games I play, so before the Hachi cat died, I was trying to play through Cyberpunk. It was like a second playthrough, and that's a huge game to stream too. It probably wasn't like a great idea, but I was trying to just do just the storyline quests and stuff like that. So I mostly play things like this, like Cyberpunk is my least favorite of the CD Projekt Red games. Right, yeah, they've done a lot of changes, and I mean, I'm not huge into first-person shooters. Like, I don't mind Destiny or like Borderlands. There's still a lot of fantasy aspects to it and RPG elements and whatnot. But mostly, yeah, it's a lot of single-player RPGs. Like, I'm super excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I know that's like turn-based and stuff, which is, I don't know. I find those to be kind of weird. They can be like oddly difficult sometimes, but I find Baldur's Gate 3 to be pretty fun. Like, I love how you can push people off ledges and stuff, or like huck boxes at them and things. Like, I find that aspect of it just, I don't know, just hilarious and just very true to, whoops, I guess don't jump down there. Uh, I think just to like the D&D kind of form, you know. It was, yeah. That was like my favorite thing when I first started playing Baldur's Gate 3 when because I bought it so I could get early access, and I loved like just kind of trying to position everyone so I just like push them off cliffs and buildings and stuff. But multiplayer, yeah, it'll be mostly co-op. I really don't enjoy competitive co-op or competitive multiplayer. Like, I kind of played Call of Duty when it was like, I don't know, Black Ops 2, 3 kind of generation. Kind of at its like peak when it was actually good and fun to play and it, was super popular, but I don't know. I'm not a competitive player. Like I play video games because it's fun. It's relaxing. I want to play with friends and have a good time. I don't want to be super stressed out and pissed off because somebody's knifed me in the back, you know, for like the 100th time. Yeah, I'm not a pro gamer by any means. I'm a very amateur, very relaxed. Yeah, just chill. Oh, I'm almost out. I'm out of healing. Okay. I probably should have rested at that meditation point. Oh well. So yeah, not any competitive multiplayer. It's gonna be co-op. Like I really enjoy the Monster Hunter games. In fact, I like it enough that I have it on like 3 different consoles. Like I have it on PC, I had it on Switch, obviously, because that's what it originally came out on, and I have it on PlayStation, because that's just, oh shit. Yes, I am. I am Korean. Where am I now? Nice. And are you what got me into streaming? I don't know. Like I'm not looking to like make money off of it, and I honestly I'm not really interested in being pro anything. So like yeah, I don't know. Just do it for fun. And I kind of had the avenue of like with the little Boris cat with his little house next to me. It seemed kind of a nice, fun little gimmicky thing to have as part of the stream, because who doesn't love cats and like kitten videos and things like that. So I don't know.
Good work, Cal.
It was just something else to do with gaming and give it a try. Like I said, I mean I haven't streamed anything since like January, so and I wasn't very good at sticking to a schedule either. It'd be like, oh, I'm gonna stream every Friday, and be like Saturday, or I'd skip a few days and stuff. So yeah, actually, I'm sure. Yeah, you said you looked at my YouTube video, so you saw that Boris is a Bengal, a little silver Bengal. So just work. I've been out of school for a really long time. Graduated college in like 2010. So yep, I am a dental assistant at one of our local offices. And yeah, I know kids other than like the fur babies, so yeah. Ah, crap. What's my slow? There it is.
Focus on defense. BD, here.
Actually, I need to pick up this little thing, don't I?
You're all right.
Dang it. those. My pairing is not always the greatest. Man, I've tried playing Sekiro. I did not finish it, man.
I don't think he was a fan of you either.
That game was so hard with parries.
Let's look around.
I will try my best to get parries, but I am not great at them.
Find something?
Oh yeah, I am 35.
Good job.
I just turned 35
Kid.
last Friday.
Worker
Yeah,
season
the
for
21st.
construction now.
So, bachelor's in
Can you
marketing.
repair it?
Nice.
Cable's a bit
Yeah,
frayed.
there's some
Found that
interesting
shit.
mouths out
Should be a quick
there.
patch
I
job.
found out when, so I've been working for the same office for the past like 2.5 years. It was very interesting to find that people, it's more common for people to brush their teeth maybe once every
Yeah.
2 weeks
Hijacked a walker.
than it
and
is
broke open
like
an Imperial
at least
prison
once
camp
a day.
single-handed.
Like, it's really weird
That one was BD.
and kind of horrifying.
Just the two
Yeah.
of you.
I know,
And
it's
some friends.
kind of weird.
What about you, new guy?
Married?
This for the credits?
Yes,
Credits never hurt.
pretty much. I've had the same partner for 17 years, so.
I have a daughter.
And we have a house and, like I said, the little fur babies
She
together.
is often as I'd like,
So,
but at least I can provide for her.
Must be hard. Being away from her.
I missed that.
She's gone.
That must be his kid.
The Empire took her from us.
Sorry. Taking a lot of people.
More every day. You ever use one of those?
I'll figure it out. It was a scrapper on
Oh,
block.
it's just the
You've been through a lot for
hook
someone
shot.
so young.
Just trying to survive.
No, he
Oh, no.
is not. He's tried, um, to play some of like the shooter games, kind of like Borderlands, or he most recently tried to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands with me. But I don't know, he spent the whole time like asking me questions about how to do stuff, and I was like, I don't know, maybe if you shut up for a second, the game will tell you how to play. So, it's just not quite his thing. But that's okay, I got plenty of friends. I've got kind of a set of PC friends and a set of PlayStation friends that I play with quite a bit. Actually, a couple of those friends or friends that I grew up with back home, like went to middle school and high school with, and we used to play games, you know, when we were kids. So, used to play a lot of Diablo 2 together. Yeah, we were high school sweethearts, so we been together, yeah, since we're senior in high school. Been to the same college, and yeah. Yes, I'm very excited for D4. I played both the betas so far, which I saw that they were gonna have another open beta, and I think March 12th, I want to say. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. See, what did I do? I mostly did the sorceress, which was pretty fun. I kind of like they've tried to kind of incorporate both kind of skill trees from D2 and D3, because I know that was like a huge complaint from people. It was like kind of how restrictive the skill tree was in D3. Which, I don't know, I didn't mind. I thought it was a nice aspect of, you know, with the runes and everything. I don't know, I didn't mind it. So, just because, like, you like the close combat kind of thing, rather than having to, you know, do range and run away a lot so you don't die. Yeah. I I honestly I prefer melee, but I get caught up in it, and I don't. I'm not as good at knowing when I need to run away when I'm a melee character as opposed to if I do ranged. Which I mean, they're range characters in Diablo are pretty fun too. Um, but yeah, I live better. I live longer if I'm a range character than if I do melee. Oh, tank. Yeah, I'm always just a plain old DPS. You never want me to heal for you. I will totally forget and let people die. I am not very. I'm the worst healer. Tank. I tend to forget to aggro too, but I'm the worst healer ever. I'm a very like glass cannon kind of mentality of I just want to get in there and do as much damage as I can before I die. Which irritates one of my friends, which is why I don't play MMOs with him anymore, because he just gets so mad at me. But let's see what. Maybe I'll just go for the basic like increased force or life. Yeah, I may do life. Buddy, are you getting food? No, if you can hear the Boris cat, he's getting dinner, so he's very excited. Buddy, what are you doing? His food bowl's like on my desk, so I might be able to switch on oh, buddy, don't step on everything. Maybe I'll switch on um the webcam. You guys can watch him eat. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'll set it up. Yeah, he does a lot of crying for food. You little fatty. Which actually, that's not a bad point, but I kind of need to eat too, don't I? So yeah, maybe this is a good stopping point. I got back to a meditation spot, and yeah, I'll check in tomorrow. Mountain time.
All done?
Yeah.
Time zone. Which I never have like a set time when I stream. So I don't know. I might keep streaming on Friday since I'm gonna have Fridays off again. Right now I have like Wednesdays off, but in a few weeks that'll change back to having Fridays off. So Pacific. So I honestly, yeah, definitely. But at night, yeah, I've thought about that too. I'm more active like in the mornings. So I usually stream in the mornings on my days off, like around 10 or 11 my time. But I probably should start streaming more at night, because I mean, most people they're gonna be on and watching videos in the evenings than they are at like 10 in the morning. Yeah, I should probably switch to nights. But but yeah, I'm gonna call it for now. The fuzziness is kind of hurting my eyes, honestly. I can't stand looking at it. So I'm gonna check in tomorrow and see if they come out with a patch to get rid of the fuzziness, try to balance, stabilize everything. If not, I don't know. I'll try not to play just so that yeah can kind of everyone can keep up with me. But yeah, alright, thanks for watching though, and thanks for the follow. I will see you next time. Yeah, thanks. Alright, bye.